So I'm not really going to talk about any particular issue that I'm dealing with right now. Today I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on. So it'll be probably a pretty short video. Everyone is moving out of my dorm, and so I'm about to be alone for a while. And that's kind of difficult because when I'm alone, I just get worse. I guess like just having people is something to keep me in check. But one of my friends, I hung out with her today, and we made horchata together. She taught me how to make horchata, so that was good and fun. And she's really nice, and she's very compliant. And I mean, I am always surprised by how nice people are and how willing they are to go out of their way to make sure I'm comfortable. So I went to her room and she was on the floor packing to leave. And I mean, the floor is just one of the things that bothers me. So I was a little bit upset about that because you know, I was touching her and touching things that she touched. I didn't touch her that much, but she came in my room and she sat on my bed, which is the only place that's like clean in my room, so it's the only place I let people sit, so it's totally reasonable. And she let me spray her with Lysol before I even did that. But it just still feels dirty to me. I was okay with her doing it. I told her she could. And I'm trying to make myself feel like it's okay, even though she was on the floor. And like when we made the horchata, she washed one of the pots that the dorm has. I don't like using the cookware that the dorms have because I feel like it's really dirty. I like to use my own cookware. But she washed it once, and then I was like looking at it, and she's like, "Can I put it in here? Can we make it in here?" I was just kind of like looking at it, like because I really don't like using it. And she asked me like, "Well, do you want me to wash it again?" And I told her no. Well, I told her yes, that I did want her to, but that she shouldn't, and that I should just be okay with it. She's like, "Really? I can do it again?" And I just like, no, don't. Because if you were to wash it as much as I would like want it to be washed, like she would still be doing it now. Cause you know, things get dirty, and it's really hard for me to accept when they're clean. So I did some kind of difficult things today. I wore a sleeveless shirt, and I wore shorts, and that was also hard for me because I like to wear like long pants and a jacket every day, even if it's warm, which probably makes me look crazy, but it feels like I'm keeping the germs off of me, like I'm keeping myself safe. And right now I feel very dirty. I feel like I have lots of germs all over me, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna try to go to sleep, not worry about it, and if I can shower in the morning, I'll shower in the morning. I'm just going to be okay right now, like I am. In other news, I don't know if I told you, but my computer charger broke, so I was having to go to the library to borrow one, and then return it and hope that my computer will last on battery long enough for me to do stuff. And I got a new computer charger. I'm really excited about that because it hasn't touched the floor at all. It's really clean. So I'm trying to keep it clean by not letting it touch the floor. But I'm really happy because it's like new and clean. So I don't know. These things probably sound really dumb. but that's just how my life is. And I talked to a girl in the dorm also, who also lives in that dorm, who I know not incredibly well, but I know her. And I just started talking to her about things, about how I'm obsessive compulsive, and she told me that she had a friend in high school who was, and just talked a little bit, and she was like, I don't mean to be like really personal. If you don't want to answer these questions, you don't have to. But I just, it's good for me to kind of get it out, to remember things that are hard for me to remember. Because I don't want to forget them, even though they've been difficult things in my past. I don't want to forget about who I am and what I've gone through and what other people go through, just because they're different. So she related to me a little bit on that by talking to me about how she came out as queer, things like that. And it's just nice to connect to people in that sort of way. And even though, like, I don't know what it's like to be, I don't know what it's like to be queer, and she doesn't know what it's like to be obsessive compulsive, I feel like we can reach out a little bit to each other, and relate in ways like that, of being kind of an other in society. And also I think that, everyone exists on these planes that aren't just like strict, you are this or you aren't this. I feel like we can all relate because we all have feelings that are in varying degrees. And even though like I would definitely be considered pretty far on the scale if there were one of more obsessive compulsive and less obsessive compulsive to more, I would be pretty far toward more. But it still doesn't mean that I can't relate to people and that other people don't have little quirks. So that's really nice. But anyways, just wanted to make a quick video to chat about just normal things. So, thanks for listening. If you have anything to comment on,